everyone, welcome to the next session on ANSYS CFD tutorials. In this session, we will analyze the T-shaped pipe for its CFD analysis. We will start by double-clicking on Fluid Flow Fluent. Next, I'll go to Geometry and right-click. Now, I have already created the geometry, so I'll directly import the geometry here. Now, I'll double-click on Geometry because I want to add the fluid here. This is a T-shaped pipe. It is hollow. I'll go to Tools and select Fill. I'll select the surfaces where I want to add the fluid. Apply. Generate. So now you can see there are two parts, two bodies. So this is a solid. I'll rename this as wall. And this inner portion is the fluid. So I'll right click here and rename this as fluid. So this completes the geometry. Then I'll go to mesh and double click on it. Next I'll go to mesh and change the default sizing to 0.01 meter and generate. You can see here the mesh is now created. Now I'll go for giving labeling. So this one I'll call as inlet, create named selection. And these two are the outlet. This is one and this side is another. So right click, create named selection. These are the outlets. And the central portion is the wall. So you can see here inlet, outlet and wall is created. You can go to mesh and update the mesh once again. You will get a message over here that the mesh translation to Fluent was successful. At this stage your meshing is complete. Go to the main screen and double click on setup. Here we'll choose double precision and start. Here I'll give the value of gravitational acceleration in the y direction as minus 9.81 meter per second square. Then I'll go to material. I'll double click on the fluid air. I want to change this to water. I'll go to Fluent database. Here I'll select water liquid. Copy, close and close this one. Here you can see water is added. Then I'll go to solid and double click on aluminium. I'll go to Fluent database. I'll change material type to solid and here I'll give steel as the material. Close, copy and close. This is done. You can check here, steel is added. Once material is added, you can go to boundary conditions, inlet velocity is what I'm going to give. Now like the Y-shaped pipe that we have analyzed, here also I'll give the value of velocity as 2.1 meter per second. Apply and close. Boundary condition is done. I'll go to reference values and double click on it. Compute from inlet. Reference zone is the fluid. Then I'll go for initialization and double click on it. Standard initialization is what I'm going to use. I'll compute from inlet. Initialize. Then I'll go to calculation activities and click on autosave. I'll autosave every 20 iterations. Okay. Then I'll go to graphics and path lines. Double click on it. First I want to see the pressure in this pipe, dynamic one, on the inlet, outlet, wall and wall 1. Save display. So this is done. Then I want to see the velocity. I'll select the same inlet, outlet, wall and wall 1, save display. Then I'll go to contours and double click on it. First, we'll create the contour of dynamic pressure. I'll select contact region TRG, save display. We can see here the variation of pressure. Again, I'll double click on contour and I want to see the velocity. Contact region TRG, save display. You can see the variation of velocity here. After this is done, I'll go to run calculations and double click on it. Number of iterations I'll give as say 500 and calculate. The calculations are complete. So you can see here the solution is not yet converged. You have got a solution, but it is not yet converged. It is still continuing. What you can do is you can increase the number of iterations and you can solve once again such that you figure out where the solution is going to converge. Now I am not doing that. I am leaving it to this itself. So once this is done, I'll close this window. Okay. Then we'll go to results and double click on it. The accuracy of the results will increase if you have converged the solution. If you do not get a converged solution, what happens is there will be a slight difference in accuracy. So then I'll go to inlet and double click on it. I'll change the render value to 0.9, apply. Then I'll go to outlet, double click, change the render value to 0.9, apply. Then I'll go to wall and change the render value of transparency. And for wall 1 also I'll change the transparency, apply. Contact region TRG also you can change this value 0.9, apply. Then I'll go to streamline. Okay. I'll start from inlet, apply. So here you can see the streamlines. I'll go to animation, change type to sweep animation, select streamline 1. I'll remove this forever loop and change it to repeat thrice. You can play and see the animation. Initially the fluid velocity is more. At this bend area the velocity is going to reduce and then again the velocity increases. You can see here this red color. The value is 2.5 meters per second. There is less velocity towards the wall, the minimum being 5.069 into 10 raised to minus 2 meters per second. Also at this bend area, your velocity is going to reduce and the pressure will increase in this zone. So once this is done, I'll unhighlight the streamline. I'll go to contour, create contour 1. For pressure, the range is local. I'll change contact region to contact region TRG. Render, I'll go to show contour lines. I'm going to unhighlight it and apply. So here you can see the pressure is more at the bend area as I told you, and in the other areas it is going to be less because the fluid is moving with higher velocity, so no accumulation, no pressure generation. Here because the velocity is going to reduce, so the pressure is going to increase. The highest value is 3.623 Pascal and the minimum value over here you can see this is blue, it is minus 2.257 Pascal. Negative sign will indicate vacuum generation over there, vacuum pressure. So once contour 1 is done, I'll tick here again such that it disappears. Then again I'll click on contour. I'm creating contour 2. This is for velocity. I'll change range to local and location is contact region TRG. In render I will remove the tick, apply. So at this central portion, you can see the velocity has gone down. It is 7.185 into 10 raised to minus 2 meters per second, such that the value is so less that the pressure is the highest. Here the velocity is less and here the velocity is lower, but here the velocity is slowly increasing. And at the central portion at the bend, your velocity is going to be lesser. Highest velocity is 2.312 in this red color zone, you can see. So with this, I end the session. I hope you have understood the T-shaped pipe analysis. If you have any doubts, please write to me in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon for latest video updates. See you in the next session. Thank you.